It's recording. This is Dr. Kathy. It is February 11th, and here we are for the Sunday ceremony. And I'm delighted to have you, whether you are here live or you are listening to this on recording. I just want you to know, for those of you who think, oh, am I missing anything by not being live? Well, yes. What you're missing is the pre-chatting that we do with each other, and that as we're, I'll answer a few questions and things like that. So if you can ever come live, come and enjoy it and see what we do live. This time we're only 10 minutes into it. One time, I can't remember what we were even talking about. We talked for about 25 minutes before we got started. We begin, as always, heart source. For those of you who are new, move your attention to the front of your heart chakra, which is in the center of your chest. And if you're new to this, just place your hand on the center of your chest. And imagine that your consciousness is going underneath your hand and feeling what's there. Just bring your attention there, get a sense of the energy. Wonderful. And now moving to the back of you, move to the back of your heart chakra. It's exactly opposite. And believe it or not, I can actually feel where people are going. And there was one or two of you that were kind of looking around for it, and you found that everybody has gone in. And go deep, deep within the back of the heart chakra, because it's like walking through a tunnel or an alleyway or a hallway. And then you step into this expansive room, which is your sacred space. Okay, good. And now come around to the front. Go into the front of your third eye, which is your brow chakra. It's not right between your eyebrows. It's just above. So like if I put my finger right between my eyebrows and then I move my finger up, I go over a little ridge. And I think everybody has that little ridge, unless I have a strong Neanderthal DNA there, but you just go into that. And right there in the center is the third eye. So go in there. And if you want something fun, ask to be revealed to you the violet flame, which resides at the very back of the front of your third eye. We're going to activate that in a minute. It's always there, but we're going to activate it in just a minute. And now go around the back, right opposite, and go into the back of your third eye. And now imagine, intend, draw a beam of energy that connects your heart chakra to your sixth chakra, which is the third eye. And just notice the difference in your energy. As long as I've been doing this, which has been years, I still feel this slight zap with my energy. And now move that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows where to go. Keep everything there, all six parts of that. Now move that beam of energy straight down into the center of the earth. For me, that was always easier to imagine. By the way, if you have a hard time getting grounded into the earth, which I did at first, I imagined an angel swinging like a pendulum on it and bringing that line further and further and further until it came into the center of the earth. Good. And now we're going to set up all three of our protection things here. So the heart source does many different things, which I am not going to go into here, but it is a level of protection. And now state, I am the sword. This activates the energy of Michael's sword, and your energy field, are the transmuting energy of Michael's sword. If you are not familiar with Michael's sword, you may have that sword simply from your heart source. Ask Archangel Michael to come to you. Extend your dominant hand, palm up, and ask for his sword. May I have your sword? And he will place the hilt of his sword in your hand. I always can feel it. I do this each time and I can feel it. And just wrap your hands around the hilt of the sword and hold it right in front of your heart. Just get a sense of the energy of the sword, especially if you've never done this before. And then place it within your heart chakra and allow the energy to course through your body. This is another level of protection. And then to activate the sword at any time and to have it activated 24/7 is wonderful because of the level of protection. All you have to do is say, I am the sword. And here it comes. Good. And now I promised that we'd activate the violet flame. Simply command violet flame activate around the 7th layer of my aura. So you now have 3 layers of protection. And now we're going to expand our aura, expand the heart source. But first, let's do a little bit of clearing. Want you to command your chakras. Chakras spin as fast as is safe for me. Your healing team and your soul self, who is part of your healing team, will govern how fast is safe for you. And just inhale and exhale, and the energy is coming in from above and below. Just see as you inhale, energy moving down from above and up from below, meeting at the heart and spreading throughout your entire energy field. There you go. And that is spinning. It's going through all of the chakras, and that includes your minor chakras or any joint you have, minor chakras, even the one right here. And I'm pointing, for those of you who are listening by phone, I'm pointing to the very top of my nose where the cartilage connects with the bone there. There you go. Just keep allowing those chakras to spin. And what it's doing is spinning out congestion. It's like a centrifuge and spinning out the congestion that's ready to go. We'll add one more thing to this, which I don't know if I've done it before, but it's really simple. As they're spinning, connect with your healing team. If you've never met your healing team before, don't worry about it. Just say healing team. Please remove all artificial encodements interfering with the clearing of my chakras. And you may find that more congestion is spun out of your chakras. There you go. There you go. That's wonderful. And just relax. Just let your chakras relax. They'll spin a little bit faster than they were when we first got started. By spinning stuff out, and everything that's released, it goes through layers of your aura and it is transmuted. So when we spin out that energy, we're not spending out low vibration energy into the planet. Your chakra system and your aura are all designed so that as we consciously and with intention release any low vibration energy, it can go right through our aura and it is transmuted. And remember, you are the sword, and that's what the sword does, is transmute energy. And when it goes through that 7th layer, the violet flame, the last of it is transmuted, and the violet flame, of course, transmute any energy that is of low vibration that's coming into you. So this is all the protection that you're having. It's wonderful. And now, to expand the heart source, you simply use a command. Heart source, expand to either the furthest reaches of my fingertips when I hold my arms out, or the 7th layer of my aura, whichever is larger. And most of you, if not all of you, your aura is beyond your fingertips. Some of you, it is into the other room. And just notice what your body and your energy and your mind feels like. When you are in your heart source, you are in a place of calm and peace. If you find you're anxious or you're angry or frustrated, you're not in your heart source, and just go back into the heart source. And you can say heart source. And anytime you say heart source, once you really learn how to do this, you're there. So if you, let's say you're driving into traffic or riding in traffic and you're starting to get frustrated because of time, simply say heart source. And just be there. And then you can say Michael's sword, I am the sword. And you will actually be transmuting energy that other people are sending out of frustration or anger or whatever. And how wonderful to be able to heal the planet in that way. There we go. So that's the beginning. I suggest that you learn those steps and you practice them and use them every day. What is the ideal in doing these? 24 hours a day. That's how we're protected, 24 hours a day. And now let us form our healing lecture room. By the way, the healing lecture room is an adaptation from something called the Melchizedek method, which I took for years and really enjoy. And so that is not from me or from Amma. I mean, it's from Amma originally, but it didn't come through me. It came through Alton Camadon. So I bring it in. There's a floor. All of us are gathered together. Anyone who listens to this, there's a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner. I find it interesting that they do the floor and then the canopy. It's like putting the floor, then the roof, then they put the things to support it. So, and then angels, these are angels. I'm getting angels from several different bands. Bands are like the groupings of the archangels we have from Archangel Michael's band, Archangel Raphael's band. I'm getting Archangel Zadkiel's band and Archangel Gabriel's band. So they're all surrounding us, giving us different energies. And again, this is another layer of protection. And then there is a central pillar. Oh, I didn't tell you, the angels are all around the perimeter from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar. And now there is a central pillar. That central pillar is just amazing because in are coming all manner of beings from the other side, from other dimensions, beyond the veil, however you want to say it. And these are beings that each one of us are aware of, pray to, call to for help, or those who we may not be aware of, but they are coming to support us because they have volunteered to help. And I see certain ones, and some of you who have that gift of sight may see others, but the ones that come in from me are usually leading the charge are the Buddha and Yeshua, who are great friends, and they usually come in smiling and waving at everybody, and sometimes just before they walk in, they're laughing at each other's jokes and loving being here. Kuan Yin is coming in. Mother Mary is coming in. Mary of Magdala. For those of you who may not know, I was a Catholic sister for 20 years, and so I have a deep connection to all the saints and angels that we know, and not all of them, but many from the Catholic tradition. And I see some of these others. St. Jude is coming in. He hasn't been in a while. He actually talked to us one day about St. Jude in the Catholic Church is the patron saint of hopeless cases. And he gave us a talk, a lecture on how there are no hopeless cases, which is wonderful to know. Oh, who's the saint with the eyes? Lucy, I think, maybe St. Lucy something. She's coming in and to work with eyes. And then there are a number of people from all different spiritual traditions, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, some ancient ones, Zoroastrian. And these are those that you would call the martyrs in this tradition. Of what a martyr is someone who stands in their truth, and as they stood in their truth, they lost their physical life. The energy from that gift to all of us, no matter what that truth is an amazing energy that permeates the world. And so there are a number from there, and I'm getting the message that this includes what is happening in the planet today in the Ukraine and in Gaza. And I don't know what your personal thing is about what is happening in Gaza, but there are members of both Israelis and Palestinians who are included in the martyrs of this. There you go. I can feel this energy coming in. And they're coming here to join with us. Now, in are coming the Chohans, or the heads of there's 12 rays that they're being represented today. And the one that is going to work with us is Hilarion. And Hilarion is the Chohan of the 5th ray of healing. He was a healer in ancient Greece. He was a hermit and a healer in ancient Greece. And there are many who believe that he reincarnated as the Apostle Paul in the Christian tradition. And I actually only know him, and then I got the word, no, you don't. You know me from Paul also. I was going to say I really only know him as Hilarion because I have done channeling of him. He does wonderful, wonderful work in healing. And he has come in to facilitate healing. And Kuan Yin is going to be working with him today. Often Yeshua comes in, but Kuan Yin is coming in, and she's coming in to talk. Oh, are you going to talk, Kuan Yin? She says yes. She's going to be the one that gives our message today, and she is going to speak about how to, is this right, Kuan Yin? How to discover the compassion that you have within you and how to activate that for everyone. But first, Hilarion is inviting all of you to take a seat in the green jade, or the jade green chair of healing. Some of you, it will feel like rock, like jade. For others, you will sit in it and just feel the energy that is that color. But whatever it manifests as for you, it is perfect for you. And I've got to laugh because somebody is telling me, I think it's Hilarion, he's telling me, he says, you know how you've got the seats in the car that warm up, which have been really nice lately in the cold? And so you're sitting in the front seat and turn on the little heater, and the warmth rises from the bottom of you, right? From your butt, and it just kind of helps with that. He says, well, the healing energy is rising from below into, and he's laughing. He says, no, not from your rear end. It is going into the first chakra and rising up your pranic tube and going down into your legs. And when it comes to the crown, it is also first the heart, but it spreads out throughout your body, the healing energy. Now, I got one email from someone who's not able to be here today, and she wanted to express her desire for healing in regards to digestive issues. And so notice where this healing is coming. Where do you feel the energy of it? And I can tell you right now, since there was that expression for the digestion, it is going into the digestion. Yes, for each one of us. Now the nervous system is included. It's just moving. The skin, the integumentary system, the endocrine system, our sensory system. Just acknowledge the energy and acknowledge and be in gratitude of any limitations that you've experienced because you learned from each one of those. And just let it be and offer gratitude. And I've started saying, thank you for everything that I have learned from you. And I am ready for you to go now, but I honor you. Sensory. So, smell, taste. Many of us who had COVID still have a difficult time with our smell and our taste. Hearing. And Hilarion is saying, pay attention to the nerves in your ear. Invite those nerves which may be dormant to wake up, to activate. Invite the parts of your ear, the stapes, the hammer and the anvil, the tympanic membrane, which is your, whatever you call that thing. Lately, I've been losing names when I start channeling. All of that is being activated. Say to, like, your hearing, the nerves are talking to your ear. If any part of my ear is frozen or not working, I ask for it to thaw out, the nerves to regenerate. I call upon the stem cells to go into any part of my body which has to do with hearing. There you go. And now it's going to, we're still doing that, but for those who may not have a hearing issue, but you have an issue with your eyes. Again, stem cells. Notice your eyes. For any part of my eyes, whether it's nerves, tissue, muscles, macula, retina, blood supply, lens, cornea, the humors, there's 2 different humors. And I didn't do this with the ears, but you can do that. I call the divine blueprint. It's the architectural drawings of our body that were done by the Creator. I call for the overlay of the divine blueprint of all of my sensory capabilities. And body, hearing, eyes, smelling, tasting, and touching. I call upon you to look and join with the divine blueprint and align yourself to that. And the researchers have said, oh, we actually have 6 senses. You may not know this. The other one is proprioception, which is knowing where your body is in space, and it has a lot to do with balance. And your hearing has a lot to do with balance. So same thing, healing team, body. Notice the divine blueprint of everything that contributes to my sense of balance and knowing where I am in space. And you can call down the divine blueprint on any part of your body. And now, endocrine system, the energy of the endocrine system. And again, divine blueprint. Allow that energy to move in. And you can talk to your body and say, hey, body, I would like the perfect balance of my endocrine system for the age I am now, according to the divine blueprint. I'm going to make a wild guess that all you women who have been through menopause don't really want to have that undone. Just allow that to happen. Joan Borysenko, Dr. Joan Borysenko, who works in the mind-body area, she believes that there are hormones like the luteinizing hormone, I think, which would help with developing and releasing the egg in the woman. And I'm pretty sure it's this one. It increases tremendously at menopause. And she says the male researchers believe it's the body's last gas to produce life. And she believes it's the body switching the woman into the crone stage of wisdom, of gathering all of the wisdom. I don't know if there are any, I didn't see any men on here, but some men could have come on to the call. And so ask for, at the particular age that you are, that the endocrine system be according to you, what you need. And all the elders, male or female, ask for the activation of wisdom. Now, the last thing I'm being told that we're going to work with verbally like this is the fascia of your body. And researchers are beginning to realize it is a tremendous communication system. Now, if anyone has the same diagnosis that I have, which is fibromyalgia, the fascia gets tied in knots. And so, divine blueprint, please overlay the fascia. And fascia, consciousness of fascia, notice exactly how you were supposed to be according to the divine blueprint. Release anything that is contributing to the fascia not communicating well with the body or keeping in little knots. Good. Now set your intention for anything else that you need in healing. And now call that healing down upon you. And I'm going to give you about a minute to just accept that healing. And we offer thanks and gratitude for our own personal healing. And now see in front of you a large circle being formed. And call forth the soul energy of all people you are praying for, all people you have been asked to remember, whether you know them or not, and invite them to come into the healing circle. There are lots of people coming in, I can tell you. And now, from your heart, bringing energy from above and below, send your loving energy, and you can call upon any of the saints you pray to, Amma, Abba, anybody else, to send all of the healing love needed for each one of these people. And I'll just allow that. And now offer gratitude to them, to those that you are praying for, because they have moved you to compassion. And offer gratitude to their healing teams, to spirit, for the energy that is coming to them. And now we are shifting from a healing room to a lecture room. And Amma is saying, make yourself comfortable. See yourself with your favorite beverage, a cup of tea, water, coffee. Amma's laughing with me because she says, you always start off with tea. Most people like coffee here in the United States, you know, and she's just teasing me because I'm a tea person. Whatever you need, ask your encodement team to align your encodement system to take what it is you need from Kuan Yin's message. And I ask for the alignment of my encodement system to bring her energy in clearly and in a focused manner without any interference. And the next one you hear will be Kuan Yin. Precious ones, how precious you are. You are probably expecting me to talk about compassion. As I talk about it often, I speak of it. I bring it to you every day. What does that drop of compassion that I bring you every day do for you? Well, the first thing it does is it moves into your heart and dissolves as much as you allow self-hatred, self-revulsion, dislike of self, frustration with self, anger with self, as much as you allow. You cannot have compassion for others unless you have compassion for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you can't ever have compassion. You could have a little bit of compassion, but you have no idea how much compassion you can have for others when you have compassion for yourself. You've had So many amazing things happen to you, things which bring awe, things which cause frustration, even anger and deep pain. When you see that within yourself, when you know that is there within yourself, and go to sleep at night, offering up that pain to be dissolved, even if it was 80 years ago, offer up that pain to be dissolved as I come by with a drop of compassion to dissolve it. When you offer up those things which are frustrating to you, those beliefs you have about yourself, which are not helpful to a life of joy and peace, when you offer them up to you, just place them as if you were, as if you had lost a tooth when you were a child and put it under your pillow for the tooth fairy to come. Take it out of you and put it beside you, on your table if you wish. You'll still be connected to it. And the drop of compassion I bring to you will dissolve it. Will dissolve that energy which has become frozen into you and formed a structure which keeps you from being who you truly are. When you have compassion for yourself, you recognize what it is taking for you to learn to be who you are. You realize that there is pain involved. And sometimes that pain comes from the realization that you have hurt yourself or hurt someone else. There's no reason to hold on to it. Nobody has asked you to flagellate yourself. Those different religions who brought that in because they say the flesh brings evil or brings sin. No, it doesn't. Your inability or lack of desire on the deepest level to not discipline yourself, to not manage your thoughts, to not manage your words. That is what brings problems with, as you call, the flesh. Whether it is eating too much, drinking too much, any of the other things of the flesh that you have. All you need to do is to be within your heart source. And when those feelings come up, to recognize that they are not part of you. They are totally separate from you. Totally separate from you, because there is only one thing that you are, and that is love. As Amma calls you, love incarnate. And when you come to recognize that you have the power, and sooner and faster than you know, you have the power to release that which is not you. And you recognize your own fear of releasing what is not you, because you do not know what is not what you really are. And you are not sure that that's where you want to be. And of course it is love. But you do not know what sacrifice that is. You do not know how to identify yourself without anger, without fear, without self-hatred. Who are you without those things? Well, you could be like a newborn babe who comes out of the womb as naked as can be, screaming because they have just been removed from the only place they knew, and now they're in a place they do not know. When you came out of the womb, whether you were scooped out of the womb or whether you came from the womb being pushed out, angels and love and your guides and your healing team, they are the ones that caught you as you came out. They are the ones who swaddled you in love. If you believe that you did not have physical parents who loved you, and that could be true, correct? Know that you did not come in unloved. You were swaddled in love. And that love activated the knowingness, the knowledge of who it is that you are. And because at that time you did not know how to think for yourself or to know that you could change feelings, very sensory person you were, right? Everything goes in the mouth, your fist, the sheets, everything goes into the mouth. So you can taste it and feel it and wonder, what is this? Your parents may have talked to you about how funny you were when you stuck your toes in your mouth and maybe that first tooth had come in and you bit it and you screamed because somebody hurt your foot. Or the little ones who were born with some hair and they reached up and they touched it and they pulled it and they pulled it, but they didn't know to let go of it. And they screamed because somebody was pulling their hair. That's kind of like what your life has been as you come to know about love. You resisted knowing about love. You resisted letting go of that which is not you because of your fear of not knowing whether the you that you didn't know about was more difficult than the you that you do know about. To become who you are, you must let go of all of that which is not you. And when you begin to do that, more compassion opens up for you. It is easy to be compassionate for certain people, to be compassionate to a child who is hurting. It is easy to do that. What about compassion for those that you don't like? What about compassion for those who seem violent? For those who must hurt others to kill, to maim, to commit horrors upon them? Can you generate within you compassion for how wounded they must be and how alone they must feel to not know that they are loved and that they are loved? When you get in touch with any self-revulsion or even simple dislike or frustration with yourself, and you allow the compassion I bring to you every day to dissolve that, get in touch with what it feels like for you when you feel that about yourself. and know that those that you avoid have similar experiences and feelings. I am not saying that you must be with them at all times, but I am saying that you, as beings of light and love, you, as beings who decided to come upon this planet at this time and hold that place of peace in the center of the storm, as Amma calls it, as you increase your own compassion for yourself, you can come to the awareness of how any person that you know or hear of or on the news or otherwise, to have compassion for them and the pain it must be to not know who they are. And to be able for you to recognize how difficult it has been for you to let go that which is not you, because you were taught to hold on to it by family and friends. You were afraid to let it go because you may have identified yourself with that pain that may have made you who you are. I am the one who cannot keep a job. That's not who you are. I am the one who has been sent away by people that I love. That is not who you are. That just happened. You may be the one that people don't recognize as love, just as you don't recognize others as love. You are love. Allow the compassion you can learn from learning how to be love, how to let go of these identities that you have taken on to yourself, which don't contain love. Now, you may think, yes, they do, but look at what the energy around it is. Those of you who are, let's say, survivors of violence, and you say that I am a survivor of violence, I'm going to tell you that no, you are love incarnate, love itself, who experienced what it was like to be violated. And now you can release it and simply be love. Yes, you experienced it, but that is not who you are. Any more than one of the most violent people you know or who have hurt or you have heard of is that violence that they are. They have the terrified little child hiding within them, in which the only way they believe they can protect that child is to be violent. How tragic that is. All of you have come through difficult things. Let all of those difficulties fall away from you. Accept the wisdom and knowledge that comes from them. And claim, walk into, bring into you the experience of being love incarnate. And you will know how to send that energy to others and make the center of the storm, the part that is quiet, that is calm, the peace, make that center larger. My blessings to you, precious ones. And yes, I am Kuan Yin. And I am one of Amma's dearly beloved divine mothers who talks to other dearly beloved divine mothers and divine fathers, just waiting for you to wake up and recognize that about yourself. I give to you my blessings and the blessings of all who are here. And so it is. Well, thank you, everyone. That's Kathy. That was an interesting message, wasn't it, from Kuan Yin? Such a beautiful message.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thank her very much for coming in. It is wonderful to have you here. I thank all of you for being here.
Thank you, Kathy. Many
Yeah,
blessings.
thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
all.
Have a wonderful week, all of you. Wonderful
Yeah.
week.
Thank
Blessings
you.
and
A
blessings.
beautiful
Kathy.
message.
Thank you.
Talk to you all. Bye, Cleo.
Bye, y'all.